Hey, 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 it's Dave Duford here at DeFord Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense, Medicare, and annuities, both face-to-face and over the phone. I've got two friends in the business with me today, Mr. Frank Brennis and Jay Nisbet. Say hello, y'all.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having us, David.
So we're here to talk about Set, Show, Sold. I call it the magic money machine because of what it does for you in enhancing your results selling insurance. And literally, as we were preparing to do this recording, the magic money machine that Set, Show, Sold was working in the background for Frank and dialed his number with a live inbound lead. So we're actually luckily got most of it recorded. Jay's pretty Johnny on the spot over there. And we're going to do a little cut to that so you can kind of see what happened and come back and then explain to you what happened with that call and how our system made all this happen and how for you the same can be done. So let's do the cut.
There's another inbound call. Do you guys want it? Another inbound call?
Yeah.
So guys, here's another inbound call.
Stop sharing your screen.
62 years old, mortgage protection type of red 5A, and loan amount $296,250.
Hi, Marco. Hello, Marco.
Hi.
Hi. Yes. My.
Teresa.
Hi.
Hello, Frank.
Yes. Do you speak Spanish? ¿Habla español?
Yeah.
Hola.
Mejor.
Hola. ¿Qué tal, Teresa?
Sí, mejor.
Sí, no hay problema. No hay problema. Habla Frank.
Okay, so we're back. So that was an actual live transfer that Set, Show, Sold transferred to Frank. So Frank, why don't you kind of set us up here? Because what we're going to do today is show you all how this system actually works. We're going to take the under the hood look so that you can better conceptualize how all this works and what benefits it can provide you in getting that much more out of your leads. So Frank, tell us what we just heard. What just happened?
But in this case, what were we doing? We were busy talking about how we were going to conduct this. So it kind of just threw me off. And I think the awesome part was Jay was Johnny on the spot, like you said, and he grabbed it. And it was really natural at that point. I just went right into my script and I was able to identify the person. I was able to confirm the appointment for today. It moved from 6 p.m. to 3 p.m. So he had called. And it was with his wife and him. So I made sure that I locked them down, that both of them. So I'll kind of give you guys the process, and I'll show you guys right now on how that looks when you do receive an inbound call. And just kind of a rule of thumb, for every 100 leads that you put into the system. Now, again, I want to be very clear, Jay. I know, we have to like a disclaimer here. You got to be very clear on this. We don't sell leads. Okay. We just don't do it. Okay. We're not a lead company. We're kind of that middle pipeline, though. We're that, if you look at your pipeline, you buy leads and then the calls. And
you're a lead facilitator. You help the agent make the money that's in them.
Sales enablement.
Agitator, facilitator. If you guys have watched, that Tom Cruise movie when, he has that bodysuit on, that's kind of what we are. We're like we're that multi-million-dollar tech behind you. But so on that note, let me pull that up right now. And am I sharing my screen here?
Yeah,
guys?
Go ahead and share your screen. You should be able to.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, guys. So so basically, as I'm talking to you guys, the call comes in. Okay, the call comes in. The priority is taking the call and leveraging the system and not panicking. Okay, remember, calls coming in. It's business. You can look up their information later. Okay, but there's another call coming in right now. Actually, look.
So
here's what happened.
You can see it pop up on your screen there too.
Ready? Okay, ready?
Guillermo Mesa, 51 years old, mortgage protection type of red 5A, and loan amount $248,188.
Well, this time they hung up. But so here I would pull up the script and I would actually, let's go ahead and just map that out really quick. So I'll go to my chat section here and I call this my consolidated communications portal. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. But think about it. Every form of communication now is being leveraged in this, an inbound call, voicemail, text message, all that stuff. So I'm in here. I'm going to go to chats. I'm going to go into the section here with that person calling me. So it was probably an appointment that I had already confirmed. Okay, is it working? Here we go. Yeah, so it was an appointment already confirmed, and this is an inbound call now. As you could see, there was multiple touches here. So this lead was looks like we'll go into the lead type, but as you could see, a voicemail was left on May 20th.
And is that you leaving a voicemail?
No. This is the beauty of this system, which Jay and I worked on. Jay's the mastermind behind it, but we need to be omnipresent. What does that mean, right? What does omnipresent mean? That's a cool word, right? Think about that. You can be for one point of your life, multiple places at once. So as this is happening with all your leads, you're having reconciliation of every single lead. Every single lead's being touched. Okay. As salespeople, the biggest thing is you invest money in leads, and then you get a hold of some and you don't get a hold of some, and you're freaking out going, what the heck, man? I mean, I just spent all this money and I got a hold of 3 people. Then I got 1 appointment out of it, right? You guys had those days. Not to say that doesn't happen. It happens. But imagine now being confident that when you walk away, that the system is working for you in your behalf. Okay, your voice is being multiplied and scaled. Let me give you an example.
And I think it's important, like, you don't know when it's going to be a convenient time for these leads. And if you're buying leads every single week and you're on this lead treadmill where you buy leads and then you forget about them the next week because you have new ones to focus on, it might have just been a bad time. And so if you have this automated follow-up that's doing things in the background, you might catch them at that right time. And that's why Frank's getting inbound calls, because something went out at the right time. So they were like, okay, now it's time to call.
Yeah. Again, remember, think of Facebook. You know how Facebook had that little nudge feature? I don't know. That probably ages me, but you just nudge someone so that you can get their attention. Think of that as your lead nudger. So what does it do? It sends a ringless drop. Boom, it's dropping the right type of voicemail, making the right introduction. Mm-hmm. We've been told a lot, oh, don't leave voicemails, right? Well, come on. I mean, the more touches you have, the better. As you guys know that.
The reason people don't leave voicemails is because it's time consuming.
Right.
So if you do all that time up front when you're getting set up with us, and we set everything up in the background for you, we put the right voicemails at the right point for each lead.
Situational.
Exactly.
So situational. So if it's a voicemail, let's say it's to confirm the appointment, it's a very simple voicemail. But go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
We're looking at the screen here, and what I want you to walk us through what happened, and because some of this is obviously blurred for the sake of the consumer's privacy, which is fine. But what's going on the screen here? Help somebody who's brand new to this product.
Yeah, let me expand
what
this
all
out.
happened. Yeah,
I'll expand this out fully here so you guys can see. Again, the way Frank Brennis uses it, and I could go over the boring stuff, which is not. I think it's exciting, but it could be boring. The dashboard is your control panel. This is where you have a snapshot of everything, all your leads, all that stuff. We'll go over there really quick. So we'll go to the dash. And in the dash panel here, like I said, it's your control panel. You have the amount of deals, which is essentially leads that you have, either aged or current leads. And then we assign a value to them, okay? So depending on your IMO, some IMOs charge $10 for a fresh lead, others charge $50, depending on the market, depending if it's mortgage protection, et cetera, et cetera. So what we want to do is we want to assign a value so that you're sitting on a gold mine. And the tool that you're using is Set Show Sold to get to that, okay? The second thing is you're going to have an overall conversion of your entire leads. So not just the ones you've closed that your company's going, rah, rah, you're killing it. No, you're going to have a realistic view on everything so that every morning when you wake up, you're looking at that, you're going, dang, I could be at 5% instead of 2%. Okay. And then here you have your pipeline, and this is based off of your campaigns you have or funnels. In this case, final expense, mortgage protection, recruiting. So again, you can see where every single lead is at one given time. At any given time, the value of those things. And why is that important? I don't know. It's important to me. I know it can be overwhelming for people, but again, you bought a Ferrari. If you just got your license, you ain't going to buy a Ferrari and drive that thing right now. So I say people, and just, maybe Jay, you can talk a little bit about this because.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, I think a lot of agents look on a weekly basis, right? They look I bought 50 leads, I sold 2 people, I made more money than I spent, so it's good. But if you can isolate and your conversion rates, how many actually set into an appointment? How many of those appointments showed up? How many of those showed up appointments are sold? Then it's like now you're able to track that. You can see it, and now you can improve on it. You can't measure and improve on what you don't know. And so we just made it really easy and visual so that you can see exactly what's happening, know where your leads are at, know where to focus your time to improve things, and even learn and teach yourself, because now you understand where the issues are.
So real quick here, just to add one more thing in case anybody's confused, like who is this for? Like what is this particular product designed for? So Frank, if you click on funnel, funnel drop down, we've got, this is, if you're a mortgage protection agent, this is again, out of the box, done for you. Final expense. If you're a recruiter and you want to leverage the kind of system, that works too as well. And we've just rolled out the general life insurance type of lead strategy as well.
Yeah, and Frank, show your recruiting metrics.
I don't want to give them too much.
Just the numbers.
They're my competition. If you guys want to know more, join my agency. I'm just kidding. Dude's like, dude, Frank, I got mine too. So we're like, it's like, what are you talking about?
But the important point, guys, is to know who this is for. And if you're in one of these verticals, there is a systematic process designed specifically for it.
And Medicare and property casualty, those are kind of on our list, on our roadmap. So
you said Medicare and PNC, right? That's
correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Frank, keep going here. Keep taking us through this.
Yeah. So again, like you said, and again, these are hashtag. We got to put a hashtag there. But basically, general life insurance would be. Here's the biggest thing, guys. When you buy these general life insurance, some of these IMOs have general life insurance, $10, $12 of fresh leads. And we did a survey on this. Okay, this is crazy. We talked to agents in general, then we have our data. Did you know what the average contact from selling the lead, which we don't sell leads, obviously, to actually from the time it hits their desk, what that time is that they contact the person? Would you know, David? I mean,
a couple weeks, maybe.
Dude, the average is about 15
Never.
Hours. 15 hours. So the beauty of our system is it beats you to the punch. As soon as you put those in, within 4 or 5 minutes, you're getting touches on that. So that's super exciting. And
so as the leads come in, just making sure I understand this.
Sure.
This system is already working as you put the leads in to reach out to them automated basis, right?
So going over like how to get leads in there. So first of all, we actually tie in with Facebook. If you run your own ads,
cool.
Those lead forms, we can actually, as soon as it hits the lead form, we can give you a call and say, hey, this is whoever just submitted the form. Hey, this is Jay. And so after that point, obviously you'd have that call, you'd be the first to that person. And then they would go into those automations after that, assuming they don't pick up. The other way is what Frank's showing now with this.
And we send a voicemail with a text message and then a copy of the lead if it's available. Thereafter, I'm reaching out. Now I'm doing my job. Instead of me making just blind dials, I'm reaching out, and I do that through my smart dialer. So my smart dialer is up here.
Cool.
And that gives me a sequence of the importance. So if it's an A lead, I'm going to put A lead, and I'm going to basically be the first ones I'm going to hit on those. Well, what happened today was a couple of messages were left that weren't me, okay, that were automated. And so the person did call me back, okay? You see here, person called back, and it records the call back. And then that's when I picked up the phone and it dropped. But when they're calling in, it's going to say their name, the lead type, the mortgage, or if it's final expense, and then also the amount of that mortgage or the amount that they're requesting. So if it's $10,000, $12,000 on final expense,
or like favorite hobby, favorite color, things like that.
That's right.
So now, in case you're not in front of your computer and you get this inbound, you've got the relevant information to run with it.
Sure.
Is the idea, right?
Sure.
Correct.
That's a clip that you just saw that the clip talked about. Like I just rolled into the script And we have
like also the mobile app. I mean, you can easily take this on the go, kind of hitting on, you don't have to be sitting down in front of this. If you're running appointments, you can jump into that.
It pulls up a script, and it's a mortgage protection script for inbound calls. By the way, David, how many inbound calls do you get, right? In this
Not
industry?
enough. Never enough.
Right. And so what the ratio we found out is for every 100 leads, you're going to get about 20 to 25% of them. They're going to call you. They're literally going to call you back. Okay. And, and of those, you'll also get, I don't have the stats, Jay, maybe you do for text messaging. I do know that we get about a 96% delivery rate on those. Okay. The other are because they're not, they're landlines, but so you have all this power here at your fingertips. So now that I've confirmed that person, I know that who that person is, which was that phone call we took was a gentleman by the name of Kevin. So now I'm going to go into his particular file. Okay. So you notice how I clicked this right here, his particular file is where it says KC. So now I'm in his world now. I'm in it. Think of it as having your Manila folder file, and you're looking now. And now you're going to see the important information here is date of birth. We're going to see what type of lead it is, if it connected, if it was an outbound or if it was an inbound call. So you're going to see the multiple campaigns that have already taken place to get you to this point. And then you're going to see also that the appointment was set. So this was a confirmation inbound call. Okay. As you can see here, we can play it
right now, but if you'd like, just please leave a name.
That was an outbound call that took place. So it just went into his voicemail there. And then if you look at the additional information in this field, I hide a lot of the empty stuff, but it has like their loan amount, the lead level, his age. And then also if the lead is available, you can click this and you can actually see the link to that lead level in that case. Okay. So in this case, it's pulling, like I said, the internet's kind of slow right now, so I apologize.
So while this is loaded, let me kind of ask a question. I think a lot of people I have found representing other products and especially with anything on the front of tech, the big, I think, friction that we get in this business is you may have a cool product, but if it's a pain in the ass to actually put up, half the people will just cancel the next month. Can you kind of speak, Jay or Frank, to kind of how you remedy the concern and agents who are watching this? Like, am I really going to go through all that? How hard is this to actually use? It's cool, but am I actually going to do it?
So we have a whole training library. Pretty much whenever questions are asked, I'll actually personally record a video and we'll put that into the training library. So as soon as you actually check out with us, you get access to this training library. You're seeing how this works, videos like this, where we're going in depth in features. That makes it really easy to get up and running. Our onboarding is super easy. It's basically, 2 or 3 forms. You record things like your voicemails. We get all of that and we set it all up for you.
You're setting it up.
We set everything up. And I think that's the big difference between us and like what a lot of people are trying to offer on the market.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a marketer. I know how to code. I know how to do all these things, but I'm trying to do this so that you don't have to. Like, let's keep the line divisible. You guys are insurance agents. We're marketers. That's what we do best.
Right.
So if there's an issue, you can see that little chat at the bottom right. My face might pop up there, or we have a support team. We have account managers and operation managers. So we have structure to this. It's not just a couple guys trying to, throw something out there because it's cool. We try and do it for the agent, from the agent's point of view, and make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, I mean, so when I originally approached, Jay, I'm like, listen, my job is very simple. I need to get in front of clients, and I need to get more at bats in front of clients. Right, that's it. So all the in between, we can get cute. We can go really granular on this, but at the end of the day, it's dump the leads in, automate the process while I'm not available, while I'm out closing or I'm out talking to you guys. My system's working for me. I mean, you guys see it. I'm getting inbound calls right now. That's what essentially it's about. The other stuff to learn, I mean, it comes down to you as the agent. Do you know your scripts? Do you know your ratios? And if it's an inbound call, are you calm and collective so that you can get that information or you can get that next step, which is the appointment? Okay.
Yeah,
but everything in between that, David, everything in between that is hogwash. Think about it. Then I have these new people. They're like, I'm just getting a bunch of calls. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, have you memorized your script? Okay, well then,
role play with me and show me that you know that piece of it.
I'm not your upline, and I'm not your upline. But
you're telling me that they have the best problem in the world, which is too many people to talk to. I couldn't think of a better problem to have that this system would cause. And so, guys, let me be 100% clear here. Like, this is a big deal. Like, Frank just nailed it. Like, this is all about enabling you to sell more, bottom line, and not complicating it to get to that point. It's a matter of tagging your Facebook leads if you happen to do that, or dumping your leads in here, and the thing just works in the background. You keep doing what you're doing. You're probably going to find, with combination in this system using it, that you're just going to do more of what you're already doing. You're going to do more business. You're going to run more appointments. You're going to talk to more people you probably would not have talked to, right? Because if you're a human being in this business, you got a million things going on. You got to run a bunch of appointments, right? You got to go see people. You got to deal with what's right in front of you, not all the stuff that gets put to the side. And that's the beauty of Set, Show, Sold, is that it does this stuff for you so that you don't have to. It's a money machine, basically.
Yeah. And, one other thing, I think I'm going to touch base on what you said, how many appointments I have. Just to let you guys know, it's the 21st today. And let me share my screen again with you guys. I apologize. Sure. I don't know what I did. I'm not great at technology.
It's a living example.
It's a living example. I'm not great at technology. But what I'm really great at is get me in front of someone, man. Like, let's do this, right? That's how you guys... Everybody on here that's listening to me, that's an agent, you're not a tech guy. Okay. Stop it. All right. Leverage technology, though, to get you in the door to be more effective, or get you more video appointments or phone appointments, or whatever the case is. Be a specialist at that part. Then let Set, Show, Sold do the heavy lifting for you. Okay. So as you're seeing this, David, I've had 3 calls come in as you and I have been here. You notice that?
Right.
3 calls.
Last hour, right.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, I mean, you can just see how many appointments this is in the past month. I mean, Frank can probably talk to the results of that, but 79 booked, 66 confirmed. And the showed number, Frank's probably not updating his numbers as he should, because normally we're at about 60 to 70% show rate on appointments.
Yeah. So most of those they're a combination of recruiting appointments, which was the big focus this month. And then mortgage protection was second, and then final expense was the next. And you could see them here.
Yeah, you can see booked by lead, which we didn't get too deep into. We actually make funnels for each of the different products that you sell. And so leads can go there and book their own appointment without you even doing anything. It's literally from our campaigns that are automatically going out. That's, happening in the background. But
the 25 there, I have to update that information. And again, guys, I'm not a tech guy. I'm just like you saw, I'm getting 3 calls coming in while I'm doing this appointment. This is real, guys. At the end of the day, here's what I'll submit to you, David, and your audience. If you guys are new at this, please don't do this. I don't want your money. We don't want your money. Do it the old-fashioned way. Scrape your knees. You're gonna fall. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it that way, the hard way. Learn the business. Then, when you're ready, jump on the jet with us. Jump on this jet, because it literally, as we were speaking, David, you can say it. 3 inbound calls. I literally put in 30 leads this week that were $7.99. That were cheap leads. Okay. They're about 60 to 90 days old. And that's the thing. People are responding. People are calling back, and they know they've filled something out, or they know they've done something. So your job is to get that appointment. And as we speak, 2 appointments out of the way. So
yeah,
I don't know what else to say, David.
Hopefully it sells itself. I mean, that's the idea here, is to see it in action. And none of these calls obviously were pre-planned. But it goes to show you this stuff is working while Frank is talking about how it works. I mean, if you want an automated sales assistant to get the most out of your leads, to get calls and appointments that you may not otherwise book, thus ultimately, hopefully, some sales you otherwise wouldn't book. This is the system for you. And here's the thing, guys. I have held both of these two fine gentlemen at gunpoint, figuratively speaking, about the pricing. We are offering a special that is going to last just for a limited time to reduce, if not completely eliminate, the one-time sign-up fee. So if you're interested in this, if you saw this information on another call or another webinar and you want to take action, you're really excited now that you've seen how this thing works, for a limited time, we are waiving the sign-up fee to encourage you that this is the program that's going to really help you out. And I absolutely agree with Frank. If you're getting started, not for you. But if you kind of gotten your bearings straight, you got some leads you can plug right in, this is the perfect opportunity to jump on this while you can, in this limited time opportunity to take action, get the most out of your leads, and then have the setup fee waived. So what I'm going to say to you guys, if you're interested in this, there should be a link above or below. Just click on that link. It'll take you to the appropriate page. You'll see where you can place the order for
There's another call.
the program.
Another one.
Just never ends. So, and guys, I got to go. You guys know what to expect. I don't know how we could sell this to you any other way than we're literally getting calls as they're talking.
42 years old.
Mortgage protection type of lead.
Mortgage protection.
$349,200.
There it is.
Hi, this is Frank.
Yes, this is Keith returning a phone call.
Yeah, Keith, the
Happy
reason
selling,
why I'm
guys.
calling you is I came through my desk.
All right, bye.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
having us, David. Good luck, Frank.
Information on mortgage. Hey, how you doing? This is Frank Brennis with the Brennis Agency and Sexual Sold. And we, you guys just witnessed about 2 to 3 live call-ins that came in because of Sexual Sold. It's just the nature of how we write a lot of the copy, a lot of the technology. So just wanted to give you guys an update that I did an appointment on the first inbound call. A gentleman out of Nevada, a couple out of Nevada, and was able to help them out at 6 p.m. on Friday. And let me show you for the amount here so you guys can see. 1 second. Let me share my screen. And voila, there's the amount. Again, the lead was actually inbound. It was put into the system on 2021-05-04, but the lead had already been a week old, and it was a call-in lead. Let me explain to you. When we're doing mortgage protection, sometimes they call into corporate and they leave their information. The other leads, they've actually filled the form out and they've sent it back, and then we get a chance to purchase them. So this was what you call a call-in lead. I had let it in the system. It was on the 19th, I believe, the conversation I had with Mr. Duford. There was an inbound call. So it'd been in there for about 2 to 3 weeks already. And so the good news, we were able to help that family out for $2,762 over the phone. All right. So just wanted to give you an update on that, guys, and wanted to thank you. And if you guys need anything, let us know at sexualsoul.com/insurance or sexualsoul.com/insurance or agencyinabox.net. And that's it, guys. Awesome. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Thank you.